Hey, how are we all doing today? Thank you for stopping by my channel, and I hope you're doing swell. We're diving into episode 10 of The Sims Amazing Race now, and I cannot believe we're so close to the end. Well, it's a wild ride, so sit back, relax if you can, and enjoy the show. Previously on The Sims Amazing Race. Teams continue the race in Henford-on-Bagley, starting with some rabbit roundup. A second face-off is introduced, and Crystal and Zach's self-sabotage allowed teams to get ahead of them. Chidinma and Rochelle ultimately lost the last face-off and had to wait out a time penalty. Albert and Ophelia pleased the locals and navigated themselves beautifully to the pit stop and claimed a first-place finish. Meanwhile, a foot race emerged between Crystal and Zach, Samir and Octavius, and Chidinma and Rochelle. In the end, the lesbians lost in the photo finish but was spared elimination when they encountered the final non-elimination leg of the season. 5 teams remain, who will be eliminated next. Welcome to the show, everybody. I'm so glad you're here today, and I hope your day is good so far. It is the crack of dawn here in Henford-on-Bagley, and our racers are ready to depart, starting with Albert and Ophelia, departing first at 4:30 a.m. Albert, step on the mat, please. Thank you. The grandfather and granddaughter won their first leg, and they definitely want to keep that up today.
Baribi, Damse Bruhana, Selvadorada Umbra.
Big words, Ophelia. Well, you get to do us the honors of unlocking our next clue. Let's see where we're headed today.
Say goodbye to Henford-on-Bagley racers. We're heading to the jungles of Selvadorada this leg. Once teams land, they'll head to the Belomesia trailhead and search the grounds for their next clue.
Well, nobody's around to talk, so let's bring in our next team to join them. Santiago and Novanda are leaving in second place at 4:58 a.m.
Kipoi Stimbara, Abimova Brizu.
Liebe Desto Fangia Famaya, Mobim? Hukanoi Pompira, Quexi Fozunia.
You know what, let's just get everybody in here, since the last 3 teams finished just seconds after each other in the last leg. Let me pause so we can get to them real quick. Crystal and Zach are leaving in third today at 5:19 a.m. And next up is Samir and Octavius, departing fourth at 5:20 a.m. And finally, our cutie patooties Chidinma and Rochelle, leaving in last place at 5:21 a.m., saved by the non-elimination. They have a lot to prove today.
Lombek, Warno Oops, With a Charb,
Rinka Shalbo,
Obani,
Jessene.
Santiago and Lavana are goofing off with each other when Zach comes out of nowhere and decides to join. Oh, Ophelia too! Oh my god, Evander, pay attention! Zach's trying to rekindle some old race love here. Meanwhile, Samira's trying to crack up the masses with her funny faces. And Crystal and Octavius are chilling out as the bestest of besties. Chidinma and Rochelle seems to really like this group. Could they be forming their little, Final 3 alliance here?
Lovo Canatha, Moochie Peachy, Portia, Shemray, Parla Dimp. So yeah.
Ooh, that would be an interesting final 3 indeed. Oh, Chidinma. Chidinma's also in her own little world on this race. She's bouncing about and having fun in the puddles. So cute. Oblivious Albert is just zoning out into the horizon. Maybe it's better this way so he can not watch the flirting that's going on. Oh my god, for an unflirty sim, you are doing well, Zach. Eee, romantic interest? Oh my lord, finally.
Wanna choose? Zorbo. Lara? Dunda.
Bombzoid Dimpish, Grenea.
Oh, this is so cute. Even Santiago's doing a little flirting with Ophelia now. Oh my lord, it's a double date here. Albert sees nothing. Literally, nothing is happening behind him. Nothing at all.
Bernarda? Oh, Honey Yosa. Meshka.
Well, hate to break up all the fun, but it is time to head to Selvadorada. Albert ran out of there so fast. Oh, Zach, when will you not get stuck? So, as soon as we left the plane, Crystal and Zach both got attacked by creepy crawlies. Poor Zach. I could save the clip for later, but I think it's too funny not to show like right now. Oh, Crystal dodged them though. Oh, so it's just poor Zach. Anyway, the teams have landed in Selvadorada and they're heading to find their clue. How even? Alright, clue box is here. Let's see whatever we're doing in the jungle today.
The tambaqui is a huge, chunky freshwater native to tropical South America, or, in this case, Selvadorada. Teams must now head to the Selvadorada River and catch 3 tambaqis as a team to receive their next clue.
While those 4 teams collect their next clue, Chidima and Rochelle have a little special something they have to do before moving on.
Due to coming in last in the previous leg, Chidima and Rochelle will now perform a speed bump. They have to grab one of the nearby machetes and clear the bramble for an upcoming adventure tour. Once they do, they can continue on the race.
I hate Bramble.
Oh, okay. Well, as the others leave for the river, Chidima and Rochelle head for the bramble. Chidima begins hacking that bramble. Oh yes, show them what you got, Chidima. Oh, she's sweating already. Rosa and Diego from last season be like, y'all got machetes? We had to use our hands. Oh yay, they're done. Wait, why is she crying?
Denise, from
Amy, boy.
Alright, time to go now. Chop chop, it's catch-up time. Albert and Ophelia and Santiago and Lavanda are the first ones at the Salvadoradian rivers, and they're about to cast their fishing post to nab some tambaqui. You can tell Ophelia is just excited to be here.
Sensibi Kiniku, Swarspa, Gatara, Taba Fondo Be Bacala.
And she fished up some seaweed. Beautiful! Oh, and here come the next 2 teams arriving at the fishing task too. Oh, Evander looks like he has a big one. Oh my god, are you kidding me? He got one already. Is there nothing these 2 can't do? Evander keeps getting catches, and thankfully not all of them are huge. Oh, Zach! Wow, Zach got one for his team. Oh, hold on, Albert too. Oh, they're all so happy. Octavius is also grumpy because he hates fishing.
Antrip. Baru Shanisi Bafang.
Vobal Zuma Forb.
Unkim Panipa Spoid.
Ho ho ho, Chidem and Rochelle have caught up and ready to turn up the competition. Albert got a log, and Zach got a treasure chest. Let's go, lesbians, your time to shine. Samira also got one for her team. Everyone's neck and neck right now. Oh wow, Evander got his second tambaqui already. This guy is good.
Oka free, Meshka, Craney, Bipsum.
Febide Macanerf. Shabini Nobe.
Rochelle seems to have a big catch on the way. Ooh. Oh, it's a treasure chest. Oh my gosh, you're kidding. Evander already got his team their 3rd tambaqui. They are done. Well, head over to that stand and get your next clue, I guess. Ooh, Zach also gets their team their 2nd fish. Alright, and the next clue is...
A detour is a choice between 2 tasks, each with its own pros and cons. In this detour, teams will have to tickle their music bones for we're appreciating the local song and dance. The Selvadoradian Fiesta is a song that celebrates the jungle and all its inhabitants. In song, teams must converse with the locals to learn the words and then practice the guitar to learn the song. Once they feel ready, they must perform it on stage to receive their next clue. The capoeira is a real-life martial art that combines elements of dance, acrobatics, music, and spirituality. Teams must now harness their dancing and fitness skills to practice capoeira. When they're ready, they'll perform the macaco to receive their next clue.
Santiago and Evander are off to the detour while the other racers keep getting logs. The father and son reach the marketplace and looks like they're gonna do some martial arts for us today. Oh wow, there's even custom animations in this. Neat! I love seeing different cultures represented like this.
Ubadobrig, Yalma Umpatash Vazunia. Tiki Nu, Umpatash Arfanaya.
Goose if we know. Casanarp Tam. Skeebs Sapula, huh?
Back at the fishing task, Albert's got their team their second tamaki. Ophelia is glad she doesn't actually have to do any of the work. Oh hey, she got one! And one is already enough for her. She is miserable and nauseated from catching the one fish. Rochelle fished up a machete? Girl! Now she has 2 machetes. She's scary. Zach's got a catch. Ooh, it's a bass, which is big but not as big as the tambaki. Rochelle got the lesbians their first catch.
Torky. Shuksa Fazoo, huh? Nerkska, Shararg, Mozani.
Well, Rochelle is definitely getting a lot of fish, while Chidinma, I'll just say she's fake fishing. Oh, Zach! Zach's carrying his team today.
With Tweevo Bepso, Watsu Gorg, Lunisi Sloom, Punka Disarba.
Zach is excitedly flexing his catch, and the half-siblings are on their way to the detour. Oh! Albert, you absolute mad lad. Albert catches them their final fish and they are done as well. Ophelia absolutely cannot wait to get out of here. Crystal and Zach arrive at the marketplace and they also chose to dance. Oh right. Zach's fitness is not up to par, so he's practicing. You gotta mean it, Zachary. Yeah, like that.
Fuente, Lamina Gabar.
Papillon Pashushi, Yikla Shippy, Bemia. Chelner.
Oh ho ho ho! Looks like Albert and Ophelia are picking the song Detour. And Albert's excitedly introducing himself to the locals now. 2 teams are left at the fishing task and they both have only 1 fish each. Ooh, Octavius got something. Nothing? He's so baffled. He's gonna switch places and see if it's any better. Oh, Rochelle has a big one. Oh! What the heck is that? Excuse me, did this woman just casually hold an electric eel in her hand? This woman is a girl boss. Back at the dance detour. Oh my! Santiago's doing the macaco. I'd say he's ready. Ooh, yeah, Zach, go! Meanwhile, oh, never mind, that's the local greeting. That probably means they're halfway there in terms of Salvadoran culture. Jeez, these people just keep piling up. Who was that? Albert? Not the happy sentiment. Albert, you better not be catching feelings. You have a sick wife at home, remember?
Chibs, no Bahazbu. Oh, nay. Arbamu.
Awesome moo. Oh, gosh.
Lo and behold, Santiago and Evander are ready to show off their dancing. Can they do the macaco perfectly? We shall see. Let's go. Oh, Santiago. Oh, Evander. That is beautiful. Yes, they are slaying those front flips and back flips. They are so good at this. Well, I'd say that definitely passed. We'll just let them finish now. Crystal is also ready for her attempt, so she's gonna get in line as she waits for Zach. At the river, everyone's catching all kinds of things that aren't the tambaki. Ooh, count Samira out of that cause she just got her second one. Took you long enough. Is Rochelle about to one-up her with this reel? Nope, it is just seaweed. And Octavius got seaweed too.
Say hoi voy. Ugh. Unkim Panipa Spoid. Finayim.
Well, not quite yet, cause Rochelle just caught her second tamaki. One more and they could get out of here. Oh, look at this cute little puppy just making her way downtown. Stop, I'll cry. She's gonna play in the dried fish now. Adorable. Oh, well, Chidima got another bass, which is not good enough. Oh, Samira got her. Oh, Octavius and Samira got the tambaki. Oh my god. Well, they definitely have more than enough to complete the task. Samira and Octavius leave the fishing task and the lesbians are left in last place once again. Albert and Ophelia finally learned the word, so they're gonna head to the second floor to hone their guitar skills. Like this woman here. Oh, Ophelia already has her guitar skill. I forgot she had that. She just gotta sit to her grandpa trying to play the guitar now.
Fadla, bin beheb, new beam, perfect, swaffa.
Santiago and Havana have finished their performance and they are ready to grab their next clue.
Teams will now head to the Alam Museum of Archaeology to receive their next clue.
The father and son head for the museum while Albert is up there still practicing the guitar. Oh hey, Samira and Octavius are here, and they're choosing to do some capoeira today. Okay. Rochelle seems to have some big catch incoming, unless it's seaweed. Ooh, yes, Rochelle! She got their team the third and final fish they need so they can finally leave. But Chidinma is happy as heck that they're leaving this river. Santiago and Evander are running up the hill once again to the Alam Museum. Oh, can we appreciate for a sec how gorgeous this build is? This is what the museum should have been, okay? It's like overgrown and shaded within all the greenery. I'm just in love. Anyway, Santiago and Evander are ready for what comes next. Santiago? Oh, not the bat! That's okay, we'll have Evander open the clue while Santiago gets attacked.
Can't forget the roadblocks. One lucky member of each team will get the chance to help the museum preserve its local treasure. One member of each team must pick one of these dig sites and excavate some artifacts from them. Once they're happy with their hoard, they'll head to an archaeology table and authenticate the artifact. The museum only accepts artifacts which are in good shape, aka excellent quality. But if they're a rare artifact, the museum would take it no matter what. If teams have an artifact that is suitable for display, they'll get their next clue.
Santiago actually dodged the bats with his fitness skills, so he's excitedly heading over to the excavation site to dig up some artifacts. Wow, this back area is even more gorgeous. Look at all the skeletons, the greenery. And looks like they didn't alter the original pond areas either, they just built around it. Well, this will take a while, so we'll check back later. Chidinma and Rochelle chose the song Detour, and they're already beginning conversations with the locals right now.
Lashu organoid. Otanavi. Pifital dimfish.
Well, her enthusiasm may be boring the locals, sadly. Ophelia's still suffering through her grandpa's guitar skills. She could not look any more displeased. Oh, Albert got a tip? Oh, thank you, sir. He can't be that bad, right, if he got a tip? Oh, looks like I missed the start of Crystal and Zach's capoeira. Oh yeah, you do those flips, Crystal. Looks like this is a go for the siblings.
Kinkuyas Lekam. Okanchibo Lava.
Crystal and Zach grab their next clue while the lesbians head for the guitars. Oh my god, Albert and Ophelia are about to perform. Yes! Oh, look at this adorable grandfather and granddaughter moment. So freaking cute. Clap, clap, clap. Give them a round of applause, everybody. Albert and Ophelia retain their position as Rochelle and... There she is. Chidinma begin their guitar lessons. Santiago finds an artifact-shaped dirt clump. Ooh, okay. He's ready to go take off and authenticate that artifact. Let's see what you got, Santiago. Oh, wow, okay. It's a real dirt clump. That will take some time. While that happens, Crystal and Zach arrive at the roadblock, and Crystal is required to do this roadblock, so off she goes. There we go. And here are Albert and Ophelia right behind them. Oh my god, I didn't want to be attacked by the jungle. oh, here they come. Ew, spiders. Stop, this is so funny.
Bobsini, Nabora, Shazzle? Essenoi, Flarib, Finalibo.
Well, at least they can suffer together. Albert's doing this roadblock and he begins the dig alongside Crystal here. Oh my gosh, okay, that's an artifact. Santiago has removed the clump and revealed this statue looking thing. And now he just has to see if it's real and if it's in good quality.
Wasub. Vinva, Urabao, Floof Gaffa.
Samira and Octavius are very focused on practicing capoeira right now. They're getting very close to learning the macaco, I think. Oh yeah, definitely close. Octavius is practically there. Yay! Octavius is gonna wait for Samira at the dance floor of judgment. Meanwhile, Rochelle got a tip from this random guy. He's cramping himself into this space just to make sure that the tip is received. Oh yay! Samira is ready! Show us those dance moves, you two! Hey! Samira's doing the macaco! Come on, Octavius. Your nanny's flipping like her rent is due. Do something. Okay. There we go. Slay.
Sharon. Flohane Combo Espa Scoob.
Chidima and Rochelle are also ready to perform. Oh yeah, get into it, Rochelle. Yay! Not quite in sync, but it's correct, so yay! Samir and Octavius dash off to the museum while Chidima and Rochelle finish up their song. Oh my god, they are having way too much fun.
Ebenor Sacranario. Ebony Flurba. Bergaba. Ufa.
Back at the artifacts roadblock, Albert is clueless trying to find some sort of artifact while... Oh, Crystal found one! Ooh, that's the sound of a nice artifact. Oh, how beautiful! Let's take a closer look at what it is. Oh, it's a knife! Sadly, it's poor quality and not rare enough. Santiago's gotta try again. Meanwhile, Crystal's ready for her first authentication. Albert too! Oof, he is still feeling those spider bites. At the entrance, Samira and Octavius are walking past the swarms of bees attacking random guests for their roadblock. Octavius is doing the roadblock and he also could not look any more bored. And finally, Chidima and Rochelle have also graced the roadblock. The heat is on now as all teams are here at the roadblock. Half are digging and the other half are authenticating their artifacts.
Waga Fruge. Warba Quest. Seneca. Belindi.
Oh no, she's sad. Oh, that vase looks rough. I think I'll be sad too. Oh, what? Crystal got a fake! Well, that definitely cannot go in the museum. Crystal has to go find another one now. Oh hey, Santiago found another one already. Wow, that's a hefty dirt clump. Good luck. Oh, what's this? Looks like Albert got some kind of mask. Hopefully it's a good quality one. And time flies by as people run to and from the museum with artifacts, trying their best to authenticate the pieces. Oh, here's one. Oh, it looks awful cracked though. This is not acceptable. Albert has to try again. Where's the guy anyway? Oh, he's using the loo. I guess the ambiance is nice here? Octavius has an artifact ready, and it is definitely not good enough. Try again, my man. Crystal starts on her second dirt clump, and Santiago is getting really close with his second one too. Where the heck is Albert? Oh my god, took you long enough. This man is really taking his sweet time on this task. As he exits, looks like Santiago... Oh, wow, that has to be real gold, right? Let me check. Oh my god, it is! It's poor quality, but it is rare, so the museum will take it whenever he's done using the restroom. Rochelle also got one done in the meantime, but sadly it is not good enough either. Santiago and Havana are ready for their next clue now. Hopefully it's the pit stop.
Teams will now search the surrounding area for the Selvadorada church for their next pit stop. The last team to arrive here may be eliminated.
Ooh, the pit stop! Santiago and Havana dashed for the Salvadoradian church. They probably passed it on the way because they instantly found it. Hello, Santiago and Evander! Welcome to Selvadorada, you guys! With me today here is Cara Tierra, Queen of Jungle Adventuring. You may have seen her in the Jungle Adventure trailers as well.
Amiva.
Santiago, Evander, I'm very pleased to tell you that you are team number 1! You have broken the record for the most leg wins with 4! You are definitely the team to beat. In addition to that achievement, you have won a 1-week vacation back here to Selvadorada. You will have a grand villa all to yourselves. Enjoy a nice jungle adventure courtesy of Jorge Branco. Enjoy the local cuisine and performances, and see your artifacts at the Ala Museum. Aww, they became best friends too. I'll cry. They are such a good team.
Yapik. Yapik Hiboim. Apolachaba. Grumpamis. Vabo. Divadeso.
Turfo Perpana. Kirasha Yabasane. Shabini Jabid. Turp System. Shema Corbett. Yes, happy I'm from.
Another amazing leg by the Short Kings. I'll see you next leg, fellas. Back at the roadblock, Albert and Rochelle are very focused on finding this next artifact. Meanwhile, Crystal authenticates another real artifact. Oh, that looks a little cracked. Yep, it does not pass the checks. Sorry, Crystal. Again, you go.
Rihe Ganeb Benil. Nilsi. Shamagra Gathara. Abivo.
Albert dashes back to the museum after finding an artifact, and Rochelle... Oh, that's the sound of something. Octavius has a vase, and it's excellent quality. Oh my goodness, that is marvelous. Samir and Octavius jump up a few places and leave in second place. The nanny and child are off to the pit stop. Someone's taking their time. Octavius! Please, not him just strolling. Samira really needs to pee, so if Octavius can come soon, it will help a lot. Ma'am, are you well? Samira and Octavius! Don't you two just look excited to be here? Well, I'm pleased to tell you that you are team number 2! Again! That's your 5th second place finish in the race. That has to be a new kind of record, right?
Lumbek. Porno oops. With a charm.
Default. Hana Harnum.
The heat is on as Crystal finds her 3rd artifact now and catches up to Albert. And then there's Rochelle, who is struggling at the dig site. She's been finding bonus and fossils which are not artifacts.
Parsafe. Bahira. Zemze Chariba.
She finally finds an artifact and she is dashing off to the museum to authenticate the thing. 3 teams are now fighting to not be in last place. Ooh, Albert celebrating. Oh my god. That has to be real gold. Oh my god, wow. It's rare and it's an excellent quality. God damn, the museum is so keeping this. Albert runs off to get the next clue to the pit stop. And Crystal looks like she has something. Oh. Well, that's common and an awful quality. I'm sorry, Crystal, you gotta go yet again. Albert and Ophelia! I'm so proud to tell you two that you are team number 3! You survived yet again! See you all next leg!
Plexi Fazunia, Durfna Kimalu. Oh, Boogie Lagan, Babadeso, Yanabi, Risla Kumbar, Sanzibe Tuwabe.
Nurtual Closenex.
Ah,
Gana Shuna.
Crystal's hunger is catching up to her and she's in a foul mood again as she digs and digs for another artifact.
Bin Fahep. Fabane. Vobi Ibsa Bibdo. Quest.
Rochelle is also trying her best to authenticate this thing as fast as possible. If it's rare or good, they can be out of here. If not, we'll see.
Shalbo Barmitzel. I'm a cabbage. Biru Penabi. Hilan.
Oh, Rochelle got her artifact done. Oh, wow. Oh, that is excellent quality. The museum will take it. The lesbians do it again. They are off to the pit stop. Rochelle cannot wait to get to that mat. Poor Chidima is like, wait for me. Well, Chidima and Rochelle, I don't know how you do it, but you pulled through again. I'm pleased to tell you that you are team number 4. You're still in the race, ladies.
Mopim Broody. Broody Vibadeso. Spama. Flume. Apalachaba. Rinka Shalbo. Obani. Jessene. Prepisov Zerv. Zumbas Gnorf Zerv. Usanad Zarsva. Wuxani.
Very happy for the gals. I'll see you ladies next leg.
Yabasane.
Oh my god, that's also gold and rare. Hello Crystal, hello Zach. Welcome to the jungles of Salvadorada, my friends. Meet Cara Tierra. She leads adventurers of all sorts into the jungles for treasures, like the ones you dug today. Crystal and Zach, unfortunately I do not have good news for you two today. You are in fact the last team to arrive at the pit stop today. And I'm very sorry to tell you that you have been eliminated from the race. You have been amazing racers this whole time, pun intended, and I am so sad to see you go.
Swethi Pardue. Skizna Githara. Grisham, Wafata, Prita? Chori Varpasa.
Gora Uchme, Benorf Gorg, Snorps, Lume Bepto, Oh, Shimuk Warg, Wemek Farub, Shashali, Scuba Chew, Prepna Pelzo, Crispe, yeah.
Brihe Ganet Benil. Nilsy. Wavu, Ruskan Lumpima, Muchi Pichi, Buma, Samsomog, Banji, Olibar, Zamonis Arrow.
Oh, sibling love will always make me cry. Goodbye, Crystal and Zach. Safest travels. Aw, stop. He's so sad. Oh no. Well, that was a very somber end to an amazing leg. I did not expect Crystal and Zach to be eliminated at all. They were like the third best team in the whole race so far, so definitely shocking to me. But that does open the door for the underdogs, especially Samira and Octavius and Chidima and Rochelle, who has not won a leg yet. What do you think of this final four? And who do you think will be our fallen angel? Be sure to let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to gently boop that like buttons, cause it will help me out a ton. We're so close to the end now, and I could not be more excited to wrap this up. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Mwah.